Be honest. Do you struggle in getting things started or completed? Do you tell yourself, "I'll get to it," yet find yourself binge-watching an entire season of Bridgerton instead? According to Psychology Today, procrastination is a common human tendency. For the occasional offender, finding the willpower to buckle down and power through is usually enough to boost productivity and focus on accomplishing the task at hand. But while everyone may procrastinate, not everyone is a procrastinator, says Joseph Ferrari, a psychology professor at DePaul University, leading researcher on the subject, and author of Still Procrastinating, The No Regrets Guide to Getting It Done. Ferrari says we all put tasks off, but his research has found that 20% of US men and women are chronic procrastinators. It really has nothing to do with time management, he says. As I tell people, to tell the chronic procrastinator to just do it would be like saying to a clinically depressed person, cheer up. Psychologists have discovered that procrastination isn't a time management thing but instead a coping mechanism. When we procrastinate, we're avoiding an unpleasant task and doing something else that gives us a temporary mood boost. Timothy Pitchell, a professor who studies procrastination at Carleton University in Ottawa, calls this avoidance behavior, giving in to feel good. But the shame and guilt of not doing what we should be doing can make us procrastinate even further, creating a vicious, self-defeating cycle. And what makes procrastination so harmful is that the tasks don't go away. Eventually, you're left with the tasks to complete, the negative emotions again, plus the added stress of a time constraint. Like Ferrari, Pitchell agrees that procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's about really dealing with our feelings. Emotional regulation, to me, is the real story around procrastination because to the extent that I can deal with my emotions, I can stay on task, says Pitchell. So what's a chronic procrastinator to do? The next time you don't feel like doing something, try these 3 tips. You're not lazy, you're scared. When we procrastinate, we're avoiding the unpleasant feelings that accompany the task at hand. Procrastination is rooted in fear, of failure, of success, or of not being perfect, and fear is a powerful emotion. We feel anxiety when we're pushed to do things that make us uncomfortable, so naturally, we avoid them at all costs. But when we try to get rid of the negative feelings by, say, scrolling our social media feeds, it's only a temporary fix. By facing your emotions, you can begin to manage them. Pitchell and others found that people prone to procrastination are, overall, less compassionate toward themselves. One of the most effective things that procrastinators can do is to forgive themselves for procrastinating.